In 2014, Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of India with just a 31% vote share. This is that the 69% of the country voted against him. What is the logic behind this? On the other hand, in 2016 US presidential election, Henry Clinton received 3 million more votes than Donald Trump, but still Donald Trump became the president of United States. So what kind of democracy is this? That a person who is being voted against by the majority become the leader of the country. Friends, this is the topic of our today's discussion. How do the voting system work in the democracies around the world? And after watching this video, you will be thinking about which is the best voting system for the democracies. Look at an example. Assume there are 4 candidates in election: Obama, Bush, Clinton and Trump. Now after voting we can see that Obama got 35% of vote, Clinton has 39% and Bush and Trump have got 16 and 15% votes respectively. Now in India the candidate who has most vote win the election. That is called the first past the post voting system. In this case, if Clinton gets more vote, which is 39%, then the leader of India will be Clinton with 39% vote. The first past and the post voting system is used in 58 democratic countries around the world, but it has clearly some disadvantages. For example, if we assume Bush supporters strongly dislike Obama, they may have decided to vote Clinton out of the fear that might Obama won, because there was no chances of Bush winning the presidential election. If these scenarios are played in reality, Clinton supporter might accuse Bush of vote splitting or vote cutting, arguing that the Bush takes away the vote that could have been gone to Clinton. This highlighted another flaw of the first past and the post voting system. To address these shortcomings, some countries have alternating voting systems such as instant runoff voting system. In this system, voters rank the candidate in order of their preference rather than selecting just one. This method ensures that the winning candidate has the majority as opposed to simply the most vote. Let us return to our example. If none of candidates receive a majority in the first round of counting, the candidate with the lowest number of votes is eliminated and their votes are transferred to the next preferred candidate. This process continues until one candidate emerges with over 50% of the vote. In this system, you can clearly see that you have many advantages as the voter, because you do not have to vote between the lesser of the two evils. Instant runoff voting system promotes the genuine voter choice and ensure that the winning candidate enjoy more support. This system is utilized in the various democracies in the world like Australia and Ireland. Now it is used in different ways in some countries. It is possible that instead of arranging all the candidates in preference order, you can only arrange the top 4 or top 3. This is called the contingent voting system. This is what happens in Sri Lanka's presidential election. Voters choose their top 3 choices. They rank 3 people based on which winner is decided. Interestingly, the winner of the Oscar are also decided through the instant runoff voting system. Now some people will say that if Obama won 15% of vote here, then in true democracy 15% of the seats should go to Obama's party. Only then it can be a true democracy. Now this system is called proportional representation. In fact, it is the most common used system around the world. It is used in more than 80 countries. Belgium was the first country to use proportional representation system in its 1900s election. Now there are many ways to implement this type of voting system. In some countries like Israel and Netherlands, the whole country is one constituency. The people of the country vote based on their parties. The people of the country vote based on the parties, and according to the voting percentage of these parties, they are allocated the seat. This is called the pure proportional representation. It is used in different ways in different countries. In some countries, the party lists the candidate and the voter vote based on the list of the candidate. This is called the closed list system. In Germany, 50% of the seats work like the first past the post voting system. People elect the leader of their constituency and the rest of the 50% seats are taken out by the parties and seats are given them proportionally by their voting percentage. You can say that the advantages of both types have been balanced. In most of presidential countries like Russia, South America, France, a two-round voting system is used. If no one gets a majority, then there will be the second round of voting. And generally, in the second round of voting, only top two candidates are seen. The disadvantages of this system are same as the disadvantages of the first past the post voting system. In fact, there are some more disadvantages of this system. Only two people are selected in one country, so the smaller parties do not get the chance to rise above. Again, people voted for the candidate who have the more chances of winning. So this was an overview of the different type of voting system. But in reality, voting system are more complicated than this. All the type that I told you may have the subtypes. Many countries in the world modified it in their own way. And there are many other things as well. For example, in Greece, the party that win the majority given a bonus of 50 seats. They get the 50 seat in the parliament just because they have won the majority. So every country have modified some things in their elections. The more you learn about them, the more you will get to know. And then you will be able to answer which voting system is actually the best voting system. Tell me in the comment which voting system is used in your country.